Hello, and welcome back to Cars of Glasgow. I'm Thomas, and today you join me at the Citroen DS Salon here in Edinburgh. And today we've got a DS9 behind me. So today's car is finished in Artense Grey, and we've got 19-inch Monaco alloy wheels. So let's go and take a tour of the car. So at the front of the DS9, we've got a very unique front end. We've got the new DS grille that's inspired by the Louvre. We've got some squares and diamond shapes going on in there. You may notice we've got a metal strip here called a sabre, and it's called the Clou de Paris, and it's like inspired by a watch strap. You can kind of see this print all across the top of the bonnet. This DS9's also got the DS LED Vision headlamps that do a funny twirly thing when they start up that I'll show you guys on the overlay. We've also got, as you can see, the LED lights, the diamond pattern continuing throughout the beams there. The LED running lights running around the sides, and then down below you've got your parking sensors and cruise control. Here we've got your 19-inch Monaco alloy wheels, two-tone again with the black and the kind of silver trim going across. And this is the Performance Line Plus, which means it's more aimed to be like a sporty looking one. Think of it as your Audi S-Line, BMW M Sport kind of trim. And again we've got this hint of the sabre again on the side of the badging here. Flush door handles all the way around to the back, which I think the car looks really good in the rear and very premium. We've got a metal strip running across. So in the rear we've got two exhaust pipes integrated into the moulding of the bumper, which is 2021 real. We'll go into the boot. We've got 510 litres of boot space. So we have 510 litres of boot space. As you can see, it goes quite far back, and we've got tie down hooks at either end, and underneath you've got your things for your tyre repair kit, etc. We've also got some storage next on either side, handy for shopping or safety essentials, and you've even got more tie down hooks here. And underneath you've got a little bit of area you can hang for your shopping bags. And up the top we've got an integrated brake light into the boot lids. It's quite classy and premium looking. I like the kind of crisscross diamond look we've got in the rear tail lights. So up in the C-pillar here we've got these amber lights that flow back to the original DS in the C-pillar. So we'll go ahead and jump inside the DS9. As you can see, immediately you're greeted with DS on your sill. We've got a high quality door panel. So on the door you'll see we've got a bit of Alcantara here with the DS Performance Line colours in the stitching. So we've got yellow and red, black leather there, and then in the door bins themselves, nice and deep. We've got a groove out there for water bottles, etc. And it's lined with the carpeting, so it's not going to rattle about on the road. Speaker grille kind of gives you the geometric, almost diamond print again carried out, and you'll see these diamond themes continuing out this DS9. So we've got DS Performance Line embossed onto the top of the seat, and they are half Alcantara, half leather, and they are memory and they're fully electric, which is a nice touch. And we've even got a little bit of thigh support there to give you extra adjustability. So we'll go ahead and step in. So inside the DS9 you're greeted with a plush cabin. Immediately impressed with the build quality and the materials. Nice solid top of the dash. This being the Performance Line, you do have kind of a sportier look steering wheel with the perforated leather. This Alcantara continues throughout the cabin, as you can see across the dashboard there, and it's something nice to touch and tactile. We'll get on to the diamonds pattern, which seems to be throughout the cabin. So in the centre console here you've got all your window switches, child lock, door lock, driving modes and all that are all this kind of diamond pattern again. You can lift them and lower them, and I guess that makes it easier for a left and right hand drive. Park and brake, your drive modes, which we'll get to. So underneath here we've got some wireless charging for your phone and two USB ports, and this area here is big enough to hold your iPhone, so that's a neat touch. We've also got a 12-volt power outlet there if you want to charge something else, and it's all hidden behind this Alcantara little lid. So to start the car up, foot in the brake, push start stop, and that 1.6 litre comes to life. So all the infotainment and climate is all going through this touchscreen in the middle here. You can see there's the touch capacitive buttons down below, things for your fan speeds, temperature gauge. You can touch that to get your temperature up and down. Let me show you. Off direction of airflow, all that good stuff. Here for your sat nav. And one thing I noticed is if you put your 3 fingers like this, it takes you to the home screen, so it's quite a neat shortcut. We do have a nice BRM chronograph clock up the top, which hides away when you turn the engine off. So we've got an LCD screen in front of us. Again, the diamond theme continues throughout, and you can control different things. So you can control using the left hand side button, scroll through different things you want. So you can have like your navigation in there. We can scroll up and do dials. Driving. As you can see, a variety of systems you can do, and you even get a little DS9 icon in the middle of your screen. So we've got touch capacitive buttons here, which you may notice are also this rhombus diamond shape. We've also got the diamond shape continuing throughout for your emergency numbers there. Over on the side, it wouldn't be a CarsofGlasgow video without a glove box, and it is softly damp, plenty of the fuzzy stuff. And as you can see, a little bit of a fuse box on the left, but you can storage there on the right. So under here we've got 2 cup holders, as you can see, lined with the black rubbery stuff, so if you spill your drink, easy to wipe out. And we've got a little bit of storage underneath here, a little bit of an LED light, again lined with the rubberized stuff. You can keep your gloves, masks, things like that. So we have a frameless mirror up top, nice modern touch. We do have modern gadgets like blind spot monitoring, radar cruise control, and on a higher model you can get the night vision camera as well. So it has all got the mod codes for 2021. Being part of the Stellantis group, we have the cruise control stock down below here. I don't see anybody familiar with one of their products will know how to operate this, and you'll get used to it straight away. On the left hand side of the steering wheel is where you control this system in the front of you, and the LCD, and the right is where your telephone and all that good stuff is. We do have paddles, and speaking of the paddles, the transmission is an EAT8, which is an electronically controlled 8-speed automatic gearbox, and we do have automatic wipers and lights that you'd expect from a luxury car. On the door panel as well, I've noticed you've got some sabre detailing around the door handle. At the top here we've got a bit for your sunglasses, so normally you'd have a grab handle. In DS I've gave you an area that's lined with the fuzzy stuff. You can put your sunglasses in above the driver, easy to access. We'll go ahead and jump in the back. Again, we've got the cool pop-out handles. Same high quality materials continuing throughout the cabin. And as you can see, we've got seating for 5, and ideally this is going to be a businessman's car or a family car, so we do have ISOFIX points, easy to access, just in there to clip your child seat in. So go ahead and jump in. Being the DS performance line, everything's kind of blacked out, so it's a little bit darker in here than I would probably go for. You can get the ultra prestige trim, which is one up, and you get things like the panoramic roof, go for a lighter interior. This gives you a kind of sporty vibe. It is, as you can see, a bit dark for filming, but it is a nice quality cabin, kind of sporty looking, driver focused, but we do have plenty of leg room. And if I flip the camera around, I've got plenty of headroom as well, which is decent. That kind of low roof line, you'd think you've got plenty of headroom in the back. I'm going to jump into the middle, which probably if you're going to be driving one of these, you have somebody in the third seat every now and again, but again, headroom's not an issue. And legroom's not too bad, kind of straddling across there, but you're going to not get too much foot room with your passengers, so you can put your feet like that or each side. You do have USB charging ports down below, and we've got nets either side, which is ideal for carrying things like your iPads or maps, whatever you want. And we've got a little pouch here that lifts up. We've got a nicely lined rear armrest with dual cup holders. You can also lift this section of the rear armrest up, and you've got a little bit of storage there that's lined in velvet. Kind of reminds me of a jewellery box, you can keep your diamonds in there. And anybody who may go skiing in the Alps this year, you do have a little bit of passage through there. So we do have some storage there for your ski pass through if you want to get this beautiful interior all dirty, but you do have that option for skiing in winter. And as you can see, the leather in Alcantara is a nice blend, and it is quite a nice soft grainy leather, which again, DS being a premium brand to rival your Mercedes and BMW. So up front we've got the 1.6 4-cylinder turbocharged Puretech unit that produces 225 brake horsepower. We've got a heat shield here with some sound deadening materials underneath the bonnet, gas struts, and easy to access components on the left hand side. But I just want to say thanks very much for watching Cars of Glasgow. Hope you guys enjoyed this 2021 DS9. If you are interested in the car, make sure you go and check out the guys here in Edinburgh at the DS Salon. Yeah, thanks very much. Stay tuned for the next video. Make sure to check out Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. I'll leave all that information below. See you later. Ciao.